Hello there YouTube, this is Sibbles and Bits back at it again with another Inkbound Daily. Today is the solo daily for November 29th, and we are going to be playing Obelisk, going from Proving Grounds into Garden's Edge, and then up against Cinder. Apologies ahead of time for suffering on camera. As I said in the last video, I went to vestibular therapy on Monday, and good news is that I don't have to deal with work's shenanigans because I've been technically out sick for the last 2 days. The bad news is that it's not exactly peachy over here. So I'm gonna try and keep that down to a minimum. Suppose I could have just not recorded audio, but hopefully it's not too grating for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys like listening to exactly what's going through my mind when I'm looking at this stuff. And right now I'm looking at something and I don't know what to think about it. Rainbow Flavored here, I believe is the name of it. When using a vestige, extractor, or harvester, increase a random equip set by 1 and decrease a random equip set by 1. I can obviously see how this could be very good. It's very hard to target if it works the way that I think it is. You would have to have 2 sets or 2 vestiges in your inventory, grind something, and then if the one thing that you have only has 1, then it's going to go up and down and do nothing. Otherwise, if it has 2, you're going to get +1 to a random 1, -1 to a random 1, unless of course it affects your sets, in which case I would say that equipped set probably shouldn't be in there. It should just be a random owned set or something like that. But I would say that instead of a yellow, this is probably a red. In most cases, this is probably not going to hit something that you want or give you like a tier before, like where you're looking. And even if it gives you a tier, right, and like let's say it gets you up to precision 5, and you now have to pretty much hold everything because the odds of you losing precision when you grind something is possible, and then in which case you are literally losing the advantage of actually like grinding stuff, unless of course you smelt it for the double. I don't know which of those this is, either the extractor or the harvester, but in that case you could do something for a +1, but usually when you're doing that you're expecting a +2, so that would feel pretty garbage. And I would say just because of the uncertainty, this should be probably a red, but I get why it's a green or a yellow, because technically speaking, you could hit the same thing like multiple times and get up to like say ambusher without having to have too many things, or even liquidate your ambusher like stuff, which is what you want with ambushers, to have as much stuff as possible so that when ambusher goes off, it gives you a lot of benefit. Otherwise, we're starting with 3 millstones, so we're going to have very little inventory space, and we are reducing cooldowns via our ironclap. So getting that prepared as soon as possible is pretty good. Otherwise, finding means of reducing cooldowns, which mostly is crit, but not necessarily. There's also like harmonized whistle that can give global CDR, finding ways to make more orbs, which technically wouldn't do anything like this, but then you can go into something like expert binder, which will reduce your a random cooldown to 0. I think this is actually going to end up in our favor because of the fact that if we can reduce our dash to 1 cooldown, then all we have to do is clap something, and then we can dash again. And we can potentially do that quite a bit. Anyways, what else do we got here? I guess another thing about Rainbow Flavored is that it might just be easier to not use extractors at all, which would open up your pathing a little bit. But with only 4 slots, you're not really going to get a lot of sets, so they're going to have to be some pretty damn good vestiges. Anyways, let's see how this goes. We got Stone of Scholars. They want us to use magical bindings. Again, kind of synergizes pretty well with harmonizing whistle. Probably wouldn't mind that. These are feeling kind of garbage, to be honest. The Shattered set actually seems pretty good. Due to the fact that it can make orbs actually give us will. Precision also seems pretty good because that's another way to bypass cooldowns. Once we get to Precision 6, again, getting up to Precision 6 is probably going to be like incredibly suffer. Other than that, stuff like Ankrito and Boiling Muck are also precision items. So it seems like that would be the easy way to go. However, this doesn't help our fight one. Our Shield Bash might be strong enough to where we don't care. There's the -1 base cooldown there. I'll take that. The plus 25 to Seismic Slam is actually quite notable too. It's just not as much damage per turn as that, but it hits everything, which is definitely something that Shield Bash doesn't do. So here we have to decide on if we want to grab stuff for the future or get something that's actually good for us now. We should probably get something that's good for us now, especially with our 3 millstones. We can't really carry a lot of stuff. So we kind of need to make sure that everything that we're carrying is kind of good. Training weights, possibly. Possibly. Trying to think of what other whites we would be willing to look for. Like, obviously, Powder Monkey is better than training weights, but only by an additional 10%. Is that worth the money that we could use to buy augments? Because augments are probably going to be where a majority of our power comes from here. I'll just go ahead and take the training weights. It hits everything on our character. And I honestly, I don't know, man. I'll take the ×2 vault. I was really considering the Quillings there, simply because we don't really have space for stuff, and if we don't get a smelter till late, then we're going to be stuck with a lot of... What the heck is going on here? This is insulting. If I slam twice, it's going to... I shouldn't have taken that cooldown. That was for after the... I just really screwed that up. Alright, well. We ball, I guess. Save that for next turn. These guys are going to be coming after us, and we just need to, honestly, Seismic Slam once, and that would be enough. That's honestly very upsetting that I did that. Oh, man. Yeah, because that would have done an additional, like, 50 damage. You guys would have been burning more. I really screwed that up. I cannot believe. Shattered Will does exist. I think we're honestly wanting to go into that. And there's Orb Lord. That's not too bad. Valmark isn't bad. I think I'm willing to deal with that. Cone of Frost can give us some magic damage. I'm really not sure that that's what we're looking for here. We can pivot over into Frostbite damage. Seismic Slam can go into Avalanche, which then, like, gives crush stacks according to Frostbite stacks on enemies. I would really want a purple Aug, I believe, on this that adds 75 damage. At that point, it'd be, like, really good. 95 in a moderate cone, and then some extra, like, little Frostbite damage on it. That can carry. That's pretty good. Otherwise, Invig, maybe. The fact that we would have to Ironclap to bring down its cooldown is kind of eh. Otherwise, Blink can give us more orbs, which, if we do actually end up getting Will Collector in any amount, could help us out considerably. Especially since we're likely going to get this every single turn. I think we're going to come back for this. I need augments. Why do you do this? I will not re-roll this. I will take the massive seismic slam. It's still quite notable. And so now I will take Cone of Frost. Not sure that that's the best idea, but we are rolling with it. Blue Spine Cod for +1 will. That's actually quite notable. This is kind of nasty. Is it worth iron clapping you once? I don't think so. It was probably worth iron clapping you once. How much is our ironclad? 54. Okay, this is actually not that bad. We are going to be fine. I really hope you guys bunch up around here. That would really help. You freaking piece. Can I get all three of you, please? Yes, thank you. You've saved me. And Christmas, for that matter. You've saved Christmas. We want to use that in order to bring up our, whatever the heck it is. Every 5 stacks permanently gain 10 magic damage. It's something. Almost willing to take that compass and grind it. Then we would get a random +1 to something here. Hopefully it is the Will Collector. I absolutely want this, thank you. Also, crush stacks are pretty good. Hold up. Smoke Bomb? Smoke Bomb is also quite considerable. Then we wouldn't have to necessarily buff Cone of Frost. Cone of Frost could probably ascend into Flash Freeze, which does like a lot of spike damage for cheap. Otherwise, I don't think that Frostbite combines with Poison Vapor for Thaumaturge. I think I'm happy with Smoke Bomb here. If we get -1 will cost on Shield Bash, it pretty much is our single target option. Maybe we should re-roll this. It could end up pretty badly though. Cultivate isn't too bad. You'd end up with something like disgusting like Quicken. There's so much stuff that we don't want right now, and that's kind of why I'm debating re-rolling. I think it's best for us just to take Smoke Bomb. It's pretty freaking good. And we're probably gonna grind something there. I do want this. It's okay. Re-rolling this was better. +20 to Ironclap. Now we're starting to talk here. Prepared Frost is also notable. Being able to get that out for free makes this a very good skill. Especially because it still crushes. Like, it's a little nasty with it. Hardened Ironclap, we're getting this every single turn. That's the deal. Is because it's prepared, we will use it every single turn. I think we are going to go with prepared, though. It's going to help our bossing slightly, like not considerably in any fashion. I think we're grinding this ink needle. Possibly not. Like, we could get another, like, steady tortoise or something. I'd kind of like to buy something at the shop, though, and that's going to cost some money. So, we'll take this. We're going to be grinding it. And so how does this work? Okay. It can hit the vestige that we just ground, apparently. But what got the +1? Vigorous did. Probably the worst thing you could have possibly hit. So yeah, this one is pretty honestly disgusting. I don't like this mod. Okay. Sorry about that. As much as a superior vault seemed tempting, give me an augment. Augments boost our skills by about 50%. That's much appreciated. Weed mine as well. Who's living? You guys are living. Can I make you not living? It's so hard to see this when the room is spinning. There we go, that should do it. Alright. That did it alright. Okay. And then just getting some iron claps in there, getting out. Might as well use that for the CDR. Obelisk being able to auto without targeting something, coming in pretty clutch right now. So we'll pick this up, reduce some cooldowns. And again, we pretty much want to open with this as much as possible because we're just farming free stuff out of it. This is going to pop. Really? Really, dude? You're embarrassing me in front of the Thread Wizard, man. This is going pretty well, honestly. If we didn't screw up that... Don't. Don't. If we didn't screw up that fight 1, we'd currently be on our way to a perfect score. But I don't know how good our bossing is. I think our bossing is quite, like, garbage. Shrapnel Bomb is honestly going to help with that. Just get a 3x Shrapnel Bomb and bleed everything to death. Because why not? Okay. Let's take a look at this stuff. What have you got? You've got a Future Willer. I really don't care. I really don't. Getting an Orb Lord. That could honestly... Like, we'd have to get so much for that. It also gives us Everfrost. We could potentially go up into Everfrost 3. As shitty as the overall set is, Everfrost 3 is still 30% more attack damage, and we appreciate it. I think I'm willing to grind this. Oop. Don't dog me. You did not, well, you actually kinda dogged me. But we +1 on Orb Lord, which is actually pretty huge. Oh god, this is gonna go absolutely crazy when we decide to grind these steady tortoises. Oh no. No, 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 no. And you're just a Future Willer. I really don't care. I guess what we could do is pick them up and grind them one at a time, but then we're probably just going to negative out our Orb Lord, and everything that we work towards is going to disappear. Did I mention how much I don't like this? That's pretty good. That is pretty mint. Well, that really doesn't do it for me. That's actually quite terrible. Unless... Reset me. Got this orb. Move me there. Hit you. Might as well hit you again, and then walk on out. We probably needed this. All the dummies are done. Yeah, I think we're going to lose turns on this, but I think we're going to be okay. Like, this is probably going to be our slowest boss. Okay. Like, you're pretty much toast. Just the bleed alone is doing the work for us. But let's make sure that we... leave that there. Might as well pick that up. just gonna spam our big skills right now. Yeah, we're gonna miss it by like 1 turn. I don't think that extra will that we missed by not taking the fish on turn 1 did anything. We just didn't get, honestly, not taking a -1 to our Everfrost probably would have done that. Otherwise, 1 extra turn on that janky ass build, pretty good. We now have Smoke Bomb for AoE. So I actually think that Flash Freeze is pretty good. It's basically another nuke. It's almost as much as Shield Bash, except, well, obviously a tiny area, but for the cost, it's pretty good. Otherwise, I could see us going into Blizzard, actually. Deal plus 30% damage to enemies with Frostbite. Versus Widespread Smoke Bomb. Wow. You're really doing this, huh? I will take the damage multiplier. And I will... That kind of changes everything. It might honestly be this guy. It might honestly be Blizzard. I don't know. Blizzard been kind of mid lately, am I right?
Hello there, Needless.
I'm ready for this to just completely screw our build. Are you guys ready? What did that even do? It gave us Vigorous 3. We now have Vigorous 4. Stop! Stop! No! Our build, it's broken. Oh. We need some more vaults now. Having this for free, it's applying a global damage multiplier, by the way, so it doesn't only affect our attack bindings, it also affects our crush. Point taken, 70 crush damage. I guess it does not, okay. How much damage did you guys take from Frostbite? 36. What is our Frostbite currently doing? Probably 36. Well... Shiny Shoe, why do you do this to me? I'm sick of all these, like this new attack binding multiplier business. Literally all it did was break understanding of the game because it doesn't even follow its own rules anymore. Like, you have to question the wording on everything. And apparently you can't trust nothing. That's appreciated, thank you. You're just gonna live, buddy. Let's get into a position where I want you to be. Thank goodness we don't gotta worry about these bitey bats. We should do more than enough damage. AoE's kind of our specialty. What the? There's Beat of Ice. Get us one step closer to Orb Lord. We'll actually have Everfrost 2. Okay. I'll take it. There's Shattered Will, which we've now dropped down considerably. I don't frickin' know, man. I feel like we should just be like re-rolling for Orb Lord at this point because everything else is feeling kind of garbage. Getting Everfrost 3 would be great. Glass Cannon is something. Death Scythe wouldn't be bad. Death Scythe will almost give us Vigorous 6. And get some max HP. That'll set us up for the end of the game. We could also go into something like Glass Cannon. Glass Cannon's a little bit spooky versus Cinder because of the Cinder Pox. Death Scythe would be pretty freaking good though. I also respect the Ringleader. Does give us a Shattered Will as well. We're practically using it. Feels a lot better than this stuff, that's for sure. Okay. Well, at least we can grind these, see if we can get something out of them, right? We still have Vigorous, so grinding Unstave seems pretty good. We're going to go with that for now. There's our grinder. Just please don't screw me. We're grinding a frickin' purple, man. I don't want to fucking talk about it, alright? This is exactly what I was worried about when these mods came up. Superior Vault's fine. Probably want more money, but that rare augment is very tempting. Take the money. I'm pretty sure that rare aug would have saved the world. Almost positive about it. You guys are toasted. Can't quite get all through. Oh, I can. Well, I guess I'm the fool. Alright. Okay. Everybody gather around. It's the Blizzard show. I'm trying to determine if it's better to clap 3 times or to wait on you an extra turn. If more Ghost Quills show up, that's really not going to be good for us. I think I kind of need to see if I can't get both of you guys, but I'm pretty sure Magic Pixel doesn't exist. Why? Alright, we'll work on one. Bleed will finish you. Maybe I should leave you, actually. come on, man. There we go. Come on. It's not what I wanted to do, but it should be fine. Alright. Do I want Cluster Bomb now? I may honestly want Resistant. I don't think that that's actually the case. We lose a lot of AoE on this. We lose access to the Dazed. I don't think we care about the Dazed. I think it's another Cluster Bomb run. This is pretty useless versus Cinder. Not especially a fan of it. Guess I'm willing to take another massive Seismic Slam. We still haven't seen the Treasure Pot. We could buy some Binding Empowerments, but I'm not sure that that's the best move. Let's go check out this Sea Breach, simply because it's probably going to be net neutral. Duplicate a Vestige. God, we almost have enough Vigorous just to take... just to take this damage. If we have shielding and we take damage, we could probably get away for it for now. It might be best just to go ahead and take this, though. Or duplicate a Vestige. What Vestige would we really duplicate? Maybe Valmark, which is honestly kind of funny because Valmark would make it so that we could actually do this. I guess Everfrost is kind of like the best thing for us to duplicate. Simply because of the sets. If we grind it, chances are is that we won't get screwed. Like, we're probably going to get screwed, don't get me wrong. But, sure you understand what I'm trying to say here. Hopefully. Does bits ever make any frickin' sense? We can get a lot out of Green Aug still. We still get negative CDR. We can get even more bleed. We can get increased AoE. I'm willing to go here. Like, I guess we could have Vigorous with this potion on another combat and gotten away with the legendary, but give me that. Oh my god. What is this combat? I don't think there's any way for me to get all of you guys. So we're kind of going to have to deal without. And I can't really bring you in here either. So we're going to go with something like this. Hopefully that's feeling pretty good for us. You're almost dead just because of the bleed. Which is honestly feeling quite good. Go ahead and take this. Ah, okay. I think we're gonna be okay. It's gonna be rough though. Let's save that. Okay. That is kind of garbage, not gonna lie. Is it even correct for me to do this? Everfrost will give us bonus damage. It'll give us even more bonus damage. Maybe it's clap 3 times? Clap 3 times. Free iron clap. Or free cone. I'm going to choose to believe that, because I don't see any other way of us getting out of here. That was not it. We're going to take 1 turn deficit here. Really all there is to it. You're actually attacking us, which seems pretty bad. The fact that we missed this by like 1 guy. If we would have taken our fish. The greed. We have no retaliation damage. Like, one of the ways to make sure that we won't lose Everfrost set is to just keep stacking it to ridiculous amounts for no apparent reason. I really don't like that. We can re-roll this. We don't do any of that. Guess we take... We can't re-roll again. That's not going to happen. Is there a grinder up here? There kind of is. We kind of want to put that on the bead of ice. I am unsure about life right now. Kind of want to leave you open. You could probably take 2 stacks of frostbite on you just because of reasons. Kind of prefer you to have plus damage, but at this point, you're the damage, you're the damage. Problem is, we're definitely not getting through all this frostbite. That's for damn sure. We cannot reroll anymore. I guess we take Tongue of the Frozen Flame just to, again, protect our Everfrost set. I don't see any other reason to take anything else, besides, of course, that paradigm shift alongside Radical Rewrite is quite a lot of CDR. I think it's actually net positive. Like, the stats that we're going to get out of this, out of like 3 fights, probably isn't going to mean anything. Yeah, screw it, why not? Why not? If I could get +1 Orb Lord, that would be best. Nope. Okay. What did we get a +1 on? We have Shadow now. At least that's a little bit of damage. And we lost our precision. Well, it's good knowing you. Only for a moment, but that moment is gone. Looking at this shop for you guys. Another Blooming Un. It's actually kind of crazy. It's kind of easy to frostbite people. This is considerable because it would obviously give us Orb Lord. But the other thing is that I guess orbs still, like, Runic Charge isn't bad in that situation, to be honest. Anyways. I'm guessing I'm going to need that. Oozing Jelly does absolutely nothing for us. Sure, we'll eat it. Let's do this. How are you getting shattered? Oh, this is the one that's going to expire. Meep bam. It's a pretty decent crit right there. Unfortunately, there's no enemies to stack extra bleed on you for. That's a little suffer. We're going to hit you with this regardless. We're going to hit you with that regardless. And probably just keep... We really just miss you. Oh, that's a bit rough. That means that this turn is primarily just us. That's so misfortunate. Not even close, huh? Okay. That crit is appreciated. I think this is going to be +1 turn still, which is still quite good considering how badly we got scuffed there. Or is it +2? I have already lost count. I feel like I should have went with Flash Freeze. You're dead. Like, it would kind of be nice if I could destroy you though, but I don't think that's happening. Close. How many plus turns was that? 2. Damn. Each time you use Earthquake, +50. That would have been pretty good with that Paradigm Shift. The one that we didn't take. Also, plus 50 damage. Not sure that feels great, but it's probably the best option we have here. There's -1 will cost. That makes that feel pretty good. Okay. We are now pivoting to using the skill once every turn. Because unfortunately, even though Shield Bash is pretty giga, it cannot compete with that. Just a shame that we put 2 plus 25s on it. It could have been significantly better, like additional crush stacks. Alright, let's do this. Really? Just trying to rack up that magnitude there. Come on, man. Come on, man. He, like, just didn't want to die. Which, like, I get it, but also I'm trying to get something done, dig? Alright. What do we got here? Frosted Half Charm. We don't burn. Dope. I don't remember if Bone Calcifier actually works with Shadow. And even then, that wouldn't be that much better than our Dice of Fates. Like, we would take this to liquidate it to maybe get more Warden, but even that doesn't really, like, wow me. If we're gonna reroll something, it should probably be this, except look out, we've got a Sparking Battery Coil. Oh my god, double Bone Calcifier? Oh, baby. It's so good. I don't believe in the Everfrost 6. Maybe. We need to be careful. We're going to have to grind something. And it could actually... Well, I guess if it reduces our Everfrost, we don't care. If we could get something out of here that is... We get 2 rerolls for a chance at Orb Lord. We did not get it. We don't really daze anymore. I guess we could grind something for Will Collector, try to get Will Collector 3. Maybe get some precision. I don't know. Definitely not this guy here. Okay, so we need to open this this up. Targets all enemies. That's actually the last thing we want to do. I guess gaining an extra crush stack is kind of good. Basically, the reason why we don't want to do this is because this is the cheapest damage output that we got. And we don't want to hit everything because of the Cinder Blazing Barrier. So it's going to be up to Ironclap and Cluster Bomb to take those guys out. If we would have given ourselves the plus 10 max HP instead of sacrificing HP to gain another B-Device, maybe we could have gotten away with that. Last pillar. I am distraught. That would have been pretty perfect. Also, double Sparking Battery Coil. Anyways, we gotta go down here. Pick up an item. That's probably going to make us sad. and grind it. What's the damage? It hit Will Collector, negative Everfrost. We're fine. Okay. As long as it didn't negative Will Collector. So we cannot take any damage, which is kind of rough. We got kind of a janky build going on because everything that we ground disappeared before our eyes. How am I gonna kill you without hitting the turkey? You actually have a lot of frickin' health. Where did this come from? It's just in. I don't think we're gonna do good. Like, I guess we get, we still got 3 Vigorous to earn. So maybe... That was terrible. And god awful. Oh man. Oh, we're sparking. I'll take it. Would have been nice to get another one. That's actually looking pretty good, not gonna lie. Okay. So let's reduce our cooldowns. Cleanse. Leave this for next turn. Okay, we might just do this. It's just janky as hell taking care of this guy. Okay. I think we're going to lose a turn here, but we should at least be good on HP, I would hope. That is a brilliant sparking. Thank the author for that one. can gamble on a sparking, which wouldn't really give us anything. Might as well hit you with this. We should be fine. That'll kill. We have full health. Okay. Oh, one extra turn. Not too bad. We lost 1,250 points. Again, the build was pretty fun. It's just that one mod, honestly, I swear to God, we had to draft so much stuff just to lose it. I feel like it would have been significantly easier without that. And I don't know what we gained. We gained some Vigorous, I guess. Vigorous ended up becoming clutch in the end, so I guess I can't complain too much about it. Otherwise, it was pretty fun, I guess. Hopefully it was entertaining for you guys, or at least educational. If you have any feedback whatsoever, be it questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to put those down in the comments below. And until next time, I'll catch you guys around.